So, Pat, what do you think of Sutton High summer reading?
It was good, but it could have been gooder.
Did you do your summer reading this year?
No.
Really? I think it's showing, buddy.
Millions of people suffer every day from poor vocabulary or poor vocabularitis. Sutton High School summer reading can help you overcome this affliction. All you need to do is engage in our summer reading program. This year's theme, how to go from good to great. Now here are a few trained specialists with a few suggestions for your summer reading.
On September 11, 2001, Joe Mayo went to work in the North Tower of the World Trade Center. He never returned, leaving behind a wife, Sherry, and 15-month-old son, Devin. 5 years later, Sherry remarried, and Devin welcomed a new dad into his life. This is an excerpt from a book I'm looking forward to reading this summer, The Man I Never Met, by Adam Schefter. He was a football reporter for ESPN. This is the story of how he met and married a woman whose previous husband died in the terrorist attacks of 9/11.
North is a true story of a man's desire to set the record for the fastest south to north walking or running of the Appalachian Trail, a 2,200-plus mile trail, but it's even more about his personal reconnection with what makes him happy and fulfilled. Scott Jurek is an ultra-marathoner, the holder of many ultra-marathon records and a true star in a mostly unknown sport. As he was getting older, Scott was losing what made him, or drove him to succeed. The book, written by both he and his wife Jenny, talks about how his decision to pursue setting the record for the Appalachian Trail helped him rediscover the passion that drives him. The book describes the difficulties of the trail, how it takes many people to help someone even attempt such an endeavor, and how humans find ways to achieve and succeed in unbelievable ways.
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie inspired our summer reading prompt last year with her powerful message in The Danger of a Single Story. I instantly became an admirer of hers and her belief that we have the responsibility to fight stereotypes every day. As an author herself, I was excited to read Adichie's debut novel, Purple Hibiscus. The story follows 15-year-old Kambili, who appears to live a very privileged life with her parents and brother in Nigeria. They are seen in the community as a perfect example of a well-respected family. However, looks can be deceiving, and the family hides in constant fear of a destructive life that Kambili must struggle with every day.
In love, we find out who we want to be. In war, we find out who we are. Current senior Kate Evangeline recommended the novel The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna to me when we were discussing the Holocaust in class 2 years ago. I had the pleasure of picking up this novel this past summer and was impressed by the suspense of the story. The storyline immediately grabs the reader's attention with a mystery of a character's secret past that she never reveals to her son, until a letter shows up that requires her to unbury her hidden secrets and face the decisions she is not proud of from a former life during the war. The novel continues to follow two sisters' conflicts with different issues about how to survive against German oppression during World War II and what the morally right decision is when a dictator is in charge.
Picture this. You're working on your truck after school with a group of friends when suddenly police officers arrive at your house and question you about a recent murder. Moments later, you are cuffed and sent to jail. Now imagine you spend the next 30 years of your life in prison for a crime you did not commit. Oh, and by the way, you're also sentenced to death row. Just Mercy is the true story of hundreds of thousands of people who are wrongfully committed of crimes within the United States and placed on death row each year.
With summer reading, you too can overcome poor vocabularitis. Don't be a Pat. Have fun and help Sutton High School go from good to great. Thank you.
Wait! There's more!
It's something fun to do during your downtime.
It's something to do to add to your summertime fun.
Can lead to endless adventures. Look, I got one!
Is something to do if you want to take multiple vacations for free.
For free!
Is something to do on your way to your summer vacation.